The reason that I know that the Earth is not a spinning ball and is spread out under the firmament of heaven and bounded by the uttermost parts of waste and ice, which form a barrier beyond which the sea cannot pass. The reason I know that, and I think the reason that many of us know that, is because it was revealed by God. It was a spiritual revelation that occurred, I think, in 2024. And I might be wrong about that, thereabouts. And whether it was at the hand of Eric Dubé or of, was his name Matt Bianco, another claimant, and perhaps there were others, stars or souls, I remember. There were a few people, but I certainly heard it from Eric Dubé, and I listened to a lot of what Eric Dubé said after that, and I liked it. I thought Eric Dubé was very good. I still do, really. I mean, I'm not going to criticize the man. I thought he was genuine, but you can't really tell, of course, because it's just until you know somebody and until you walk alongside of them, deception, it can be fairly easily practiced. I thought the same about the artist. I might, if I'm getting his name wrong, but Matt anyway. Matt Power, was it? Quite an unusual name. I watched quite a few of his videos as well, and he made one in particular that seemed to me to be very heartfelt and genuine. Just him talking alone. But, again, it's just an impression that I get over the internet. I mean, we can't really know a person until we walk alongside of them, and then we have some better measure. That's the problem, you see. That's how we can be so easily misled. We're gullible, we're sheep, and we tend to follow, a shepherd. But really, although I did follow both of those people for a short while, I think we should always be aware that there's only one who we are truly following, which is Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ will never change, will always be alongside of us. But God obviously used these men and their confederates to allow this understanding to flood through the world as it has. It had fallen into disuse, and it was, it was more or less dismissed by all. So, I do think we have people to thank for their diligence in and their own spiritual revelation, because these things will have been revealed to them. And we know that, I mean, Eric Dubé, for example, is a pagan of some sort. I don't know what, exactly what he follows, some sort of Buddhism. But that doesn't really matter, ultimately, because he's entitled to follow his own religious beliefs. As everybody must do as they please, mustn't they? I can't walk on that road myself, because I follow Christ. The followers of Christ can't follow the left-hand path. and and don't want to. I don't think either. They would shrink from it. We're kind of, once Christ comes into your soul, you can't. It's as though your polarity is changed in a certain way, and you can't be. You are repelled by certain paths. They're not. It's as though they were closed to you, I suppose, in the same way that the right-hand path perhaps is closed to um, the dedicated followers of the left-hand one. It's binary, you see, these things. If you open to A, then you close to B. It's a flip-flop. It's very hard to maintain that middle position where you are able to draw energy from both poles. It's a very dangerous position. But not for that, I would say perhaps it's a desirable position. But with all the precautions in place, because every time we approach the realm of the left-hand path, we are at risk, and so we must behave as warriors. But it's not a question of measuring the horizon and making observations about the movements of the sun. Those things are important. I mean, I'm quite sure that they are. But the fact of the matter is that we know that the earth is flat, and I'm saying we, fellow believers, because it has been revealed to us by the hand of the living God, through the mouth of his prophets, who can be chosen from any nation, you see, as it was in the olden days. Truth could be placed in the hands, in the mouths of heathen also, of the heathen also. And because we have to guard against our conceit, you see. And this is a good way that we learn to be wary. God bless.